G'day Adrian, JC from Adelaide Vehicle Centre. Like I said to you just on the phone, I'm going to give you a quick video of the Toyota Land Cruiser 200 series. Just going over a little bit more in depth, just so you know what type of condition it's actually in, as well as all the features and things that it comes with. So I'll get started for you, mate. Down the bottom here, 6-speed automatic transmission. It's also fitted with a reversing camera just up here, I can show you. So you've got your ARB reversing camera set up there. Handy thing to have when you're moving around this big thing, especially in the yard. Click it down into drive, push it across, you've got your sequential shift, so a good thing for yourself, like saying towing a boat. Slippery surfaces, good to have it in that low gear, makes it easy towing it up the hills on the boat ramps. Moving on over down here, so you got your power and your second start modes. So power basically just lets you, have a quicker takeoff, makes the car rev a little bit harder, and then the second takeoff, basically what that means is when you're on a slipperier surface, makes it nice and easy actually to go off instead of all the grunt of the V8. So the good thing to have if you're on like snow or wet sand, things like that. But moving down just here, so bit like hill assist, but it's actually called climb assist. What it allows you to do is if you're going up or down hills, you can set the option with cruise control to the certain speeds, and you can control it with this little dial here. So it makes it a lot easier if you're going downhill, and it keeps it in that lower gear without actually having to touch the brake or things like that. So good feature to have just there. Moving on over, you got your 2 cup holders. If I open this one up, got a big center console compartment in there. Moving over here, got another compartment to hold your wallets, phones, all those sorts of type of things. Moving on over, down here, you got your ashtray just there, if you're a smoker. Then your 12-volt power source, as well as your lighter. Moving on up here, aircon's really easy to use. So as you can see in here, temperature gauge on the left-hand side, fan speed, whatever mode, and AC front and rear demister, so pretty straightforward there. If you move on up to the head unit here, just up here, you get your AUX and your USB, but you also get your FM AM radio and your Bluetooth connectivity, so you can make your inbound, outbound phone calls while driving and not have the risk of getting caught by the cops, but actually keeping your eyes on the road and staying safe. So one of the best features I reckon they've ever put in a car. If you move on up here, obviously you got your digital time display just up there. Down here, obviously you got your 4-wheel drive options, so you got your 4 high and your 4 low. Moving on over to the steering wheel, here you got your volume and your track selections, as well as your modes where you want to click between Bluetooth and all those type of things. And just down here, obviously Toyota's cruise control option. Pretty straightforward there, never change that. Click it in and away you go. Windscreen wipers on the left, indicators and lights on the right. Down here, you got your central locking for your diff. You've also got your mirror functions, traction control, and a little dicky switch here, just so if you need to hook up to a light bar or something like that, it's already got that one there for you as well. And then obviously your central locking and your window selections just here. But moving around the car, obviously Toyota hold their value for the 5-star NCAP safety rating. So you got their airbags in the front, 2 curtain airbags just there, and then you got the ones just in the rear as well. So really good to have in the car, especially with the kids, and a whole lot of space in the 200 series. So what I'll do is I'll jump out and I'll get Luke to show you the interior on the car, of what type of condition it's in. Then I'll pop the bonnet and we'll have a look underneath the hood. One thing I'll show you here, just in here, got a full service history. Was originally purchased from Claire, so obviously all the details here. SA Government Financing Authority is the original owners. We tend to get a lot of ex-government vehicles in just because they have a really good service history. As you can see here, 8,000 Claire's done at Claire, then it goes up to 10,000, so 22,000, 29,000 up in Cooper Pedy at 42, then back down to the Adelaide Hills here with 47, and then we would have done our safety mechanical on it when we got it in at 56,000 Ks. So the next one won't be due till 67, and then all your books and things like that in there. I'll jump out, I'll get Luke to show you the interior, and we'll pop the bonnet. Obviously underneath here, Adrian, you got your twin turbo diesel V8. powerful motor, obviously. The whole lot of reasons why a lot of people get these cars is just because they have that towing capacity that you're looking for. If you tow caravans and boats and things like that. Cool thing with the car as well, it's actually got a 3 battery setup. So it's got your dual battery setup just in there, but they've also put their Optimum battery just up here as well. So quite a unique feature. I actually only found that one out not too long ago when I did a video for someone in Queensland. So, but as you can see on the front here as well, you've got your Light Force spotlights which work as well, and your ARB ball bar. So obviously ARB being a top quality ball bar. In case you do see a kangaroo, I don't think you have any problems with that. But one thing I mentioned to you here at Adelaide Vehicle Centre, Adrian, is we have a written structural guarantee. So we structurally guarantee all our vehicles that they've never been in an accident that could affect the structural integrity of the car. So we are quite picky of what we do put on our yards. And the first thing we do is the PPSR check to make sure there's no finance on it or it's never been written off. And then we put it through our safety mechanical to make sure it's actually okay for the roads. Because we've got such a high volume of stock coming through, things we look for in our cars is we have a look at the nuts and bolts underneath the bonnet there, as well as inside the doors and around the car, any sign of tool wear or paint missing off it. It gives us that indication that the bonnet's been taken off, and that's how we know it's been in an accident. So I'll shut this one here. Notice just on here, a little bit of a tiny little ding just here. But other than that, the bonnet's in great condition. Minor scratch just up on here. Can really polish that one out. Running around the rest of the car, it's actually really straight, the body. I've had a look down this line of the car and I actually can't see any dents at all. I'll get Luke to try and show you and see. Obviously you got your side steps and then your Bridgestone tyres, which still, like brand new, have plenty of tread on them. I'll get you to see in the back seats here. Have a look in the back seats, in good condition, no tears in it, which is good. Tiny little bit of a scuff mark here on the door as well. I'll get Luke to show you that one, just there. Yep. All right, running around to the rest of the vehicle now. Coming along the back, so it's got your twin tyre setup on here. Obviously Kmart setup, so good quality. As you can see there, there's a reversing camera as well. I'll show you how to pop this one. So it's got a couple little latches just underneath here where you unhook them. Just in there. That one comes out like that. And then that way you can actually open up this door. Oh, sorry. And then just under here you also got this one as well. And then you flick that one open. That one comes out here. And then you can pop it open. Just like that. Now you can see in the back there, obviously being an ex-fleet vehicle, you can see all the cargo barriers still in there. They've also added a twin 12-volt power source setup. So a good thing to hook up a fridge or something too like that. And then you got all your anchor points, got your jack and things like that in there as well. But a pretty common thing you see with these cars is a bit of scuff marking around the back of the trim. I'll get Luke to show you these ones. We do see quite a few come through. Some are pretty bad. This one's actually not too bad. It's got a few scuff marks here and there. But obviously you've got to expect that being a used car. I'll close this one up here. As you can see, tiny little dent just there. Obviously from people doing what I did just before. You can see the electric brake set up here. It does have a tow bar underneath. It's just got the cover underneath. Just covering it up, so obviously for your towing and stuff like that, you've got that one hooked up there as well. I'll close these ones up just like that. That one locks in there. Lock these in, make sure they don't fly off. But looking down the rest of the car now, still, it is dead straight for what it is, which is quite surprising. Generally, you notice a few little dings and things like that with these type of cars that come through. Then you got your standard big UFO snorkel on the front here. Pretty hard to miss that one. And good thing on the roof, There hasn't had any roof racks on it, so there's no marks whatsoever on the roof. Generally when we get a few of these ones through, you can see where they've had roof racks and things on it, so it's got a bit of scratch marks and stuff like that. But other than that, Adrian, thank you for watching. Hopefully it gives you a better description of our vehicle and what type of condition it's in. Other than that, I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks, mate.